Natalia Tena, welcome back.
Hello.
How have the last 12 months been for you?
Wow. I've done a lot of festivals. I did a lot of festivals last year.
Because you were in that film last year set at a festival, what you were telling us about.
Yes, You Instead.
Yes.
So we did, of course, we released that film. I did about 17 festivals with my band, which meant I nearly died. I mean, that was so hard.
Is your brain still intact?
Yeah, I'm still here. I mean,
it's still a bit nuts.
A bit huskier.
Still quite nuts, but the brain is still intact.
It's somewhere in Glastonbury still. What else have I done? I've done Falcon. It's a new series that's going to be coming out. The book's written by Robert Wilson, and they're great. They're so addictive. I'm going to read the fourth one later on in the park in the sunshine.
Nice.
So I've done that, and now she's preparing again for the festivals, which is, and all of May we've been kind of pushing for our EP launch with Molotov Jukebox. So we've been doing so many gigs, some of them in the middle of nowhere. It's been hard.
I'm feeling slightly uncomfortable because since we last met, I have now seen you naked.
That's
and
right.
I feel that it makes the interview
Do you want
somewhat
to get naked
imbalanced.
now? Yeah.
No, I thought I've got a photograph of myself naked on here that I thought I could show you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That angle is interesting.
So, I mean, how was that? I mean, were your friends seeing you naked? Have they already seen you naked?
No,
I
I went to boarding school, so I don't really care about nakedness. You know, I was just, you get used to it.
Yeah, so you haven't sat and watched it with your parents?
No, my dad's seen me do all sorts of stuff. Like, he's seen me do sex scenes where I did a thing called Afterlife, and I had to do a sex scene where I'm shagging this guy, and just as I'm about to come, he turns into my dead brother. And I was like, what is the look of terror and orgasm? I didn't even, that was terrifying.
Can you give us that look?
I can't, I tried to do it. It's the only job I've ever done where before doing the scene, I had to have a shot of whiskey.
Seriously?
I was terrified. And it was my first ever sex scene.
So this means you're not drunk all the time on Game of Thrones?
No.
Wow, well that's a revelation.
But with the naked thing in Game of Thrones, I'm a bit annoyed because I asked them whether they were going to go lower, and they said no. Not that I have a problem with that, showing my minge, but her character would definitely have a lot of muff.
I think so. She'd be a bushy lady.
And I asked
bushy
them,
Osha.
Give me a month in advance, I'll grow it. And I remember on the day I was like, do you want me to wear a merkin? Like, they've got some, like, I was thinking she'd even have probably hair there.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? And
yeah.
like, so I think it's a bit unrealistic that she's shaved.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I was a bit annoyed, yeah.
Well, maybe you can get them to do a director's cut when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD. I was thinking, like, it must be nuts for people who've grown up seeing you in Harry Potter. You know, teenage boys have got the hormones going around the body. To have seen that scene must have been like Christmas for them.
Well, the thing is, in Game of Thrones, there's so many other far hotter women that get naked and do far more erotic scenes. So I think that will be the thing that fires up young boys, I think.
And was Alfie Allen satisfying in that way? Did you enjoy getting an eyeful?
He's wicked. He's one of my mates, so it doesn't really bother me. We just laughed about it. It's very silly.
We all get naked with our mates all the time.
Ask the band.
Hey, I must tell you something. I chatted to George R.R. Martin a while ago.
He's a dude.
He is a dude. Are you aware of just how much influence you have had on him and the future of the song? Well, let me show you something. I'm going to play you a little bit of him being interviewed here.
The show's version of Littlefinger is, I think, significantly different from my own version of Littlefinger. Probably the one that was most striking was Natalia Tena as the character of Osha. I met her for the first time last night. She's here she came up and...
She's great, isn't she? She's mad, but great.
She's wonderful, yes.
Thanks.
And her Osha is actually a far more interesting character than my Osha.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, the character in the book...
I want to hug you.
fulfills a certain function, but never mesmerized.
Well, I mean, he fairly much says as much. He says that you have influenced how he sees that character in his mind, and you've made it into a bigger character than he was thinking of doing.
Well,
in
I
the
think
first
when
place.
you did that interview, I think it was the day before he was in London doing a convention, and I went to go and see him, and maybe that's why he mentioned me, because I hugged him, and I said some fairly inappropriate things to him, and I think maybe that's why he remembered me when you...
About his bushiness?
No, just about how sexy the books were.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of got well into that.
So how was the convention then? Have you done a few of these things?
No, it was his convention. I just went at the end to say hi to him. It was him talking about all the books and stuff like that. But I'm going to do a convention soon, I think. And that's great, because doing all the signings, and especially now, I've done a few with Harry Potter, but now moving on to Game of Thrones, it attracts such different fans.
In what way?
Well, a lot of the Harry Potter fans, I mean, especially some of the younger ones, that's all cool, but some of the, you know, you get some people that are into Harry Potter that are really, really obsessed with it, that are kind of, you know, pushing, you know, 50, and are obsessed with it in a really very scary way, like this is obviously substituting a part of your life that you need to sort out.
Emotional problems.
Yeah.
Filling a void.
Whereas Game of Thrones, it's got that more of an adult thing, so
yeah.
it's just different. It's just different. The people that approach me, they're completely different.
Has anyone had an Osha tattoo yet?
No.
Would you like someone to?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Definitely, that'd be amazing.
Do you get sent fan art?
Yeah. I've been sent baby clothes.
Seriously?
Yeah, because in Harry Potter, my character, in the books, she gets pregnant and she has the baby and blah blah, blah. And so I just got sent baby clothes.
So what do you do? Stick them straight on eBay?
No. I gave it to a mate of mine that was having a baby. I was like, do you want some baby shoes? I don't know. I've been sent letters by prisoners in America. That's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anyone on death row?
Yeah. No, it was just some dude. I mean, a lot of Christians. I get sent stuff from. That's always a bit scary.
Scarier than the prisoners, I imagine.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And we had Isaac on a while ago, and he's just the best kid. Do you want to adopt him? Because I want to adopt him.
Yeah, I kind of... No, he's too old to adopt now.
He's
more
too
like
cool.
Now I just want to go clubbing. At the Harry Potter premiere, we played, the Molotov Jukebox played, and he had it at the front. Like, he knew all the words, and he was having... All the girls were like, who's this guy?
Wow.
Like, yeah. He's on form.
And have you seen Hodor DJ?
No. Every time I'm in Belfast, because I was doing so many gigs. So on Saturdays I'd go, like usually they'd stay, and he gigs every Saturday night in Belfast, and I still haven't stayed on a Saturday night.
You should get him to DJ before Molotov Jukebox play one time.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're going to play for us. We're going to hear Molotov Jukebox. You have an EP out. Is it available to download? Can people hold it in the hands? What's the deal?
Yeah. And it's called Bang, and the cover is loads of sausages with a time bomb about to explode, because I love sausages a lot.
Do you have a particular favourite?
Yes, Käsekreiner from Austria, and it's got cheese in it. Yeah, and it goos out. And you can have it with their sweet mustard. I put on a stone when I go to Austria every time. It's amazing. I just eat sausages and beer.
Wow. Even as a vegetarian, I'm salivating.